Welcome in, my beautiful Geminis, to Dawn Williams Tarot. I hope this message finds you well. I'm doing well, thank you. This message is for Sun, Moon, or Rising placements in the sign of Gemini. If you have those placements, this message may be for you. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, not a one-on-one reading, so not all the messages may resonate. Take what does, leave what doesn't. And if you're interested in doing a deeper dive as to what's going on with you in your life, I do provide private readings. My information is in the description box below. So today I'm doing just a general current energies reading. It isn't specifically for a week. It's really meant for whenever you happen to watch this video, when it is meant for you. Okay. And again, keep what resonates and leave what doesn't. Um, Also, if you're brand new to my channel, I would love it if you would subscribe. And if you all wouldn't mind, would you please just reach up there and give me a thumbs up, because it really does help my algorithms, specifically here on YouTube. So thank you very much. So today I'm going to pull a card from the Spirit Animal deck. This ties in very much with the medicine cards, what a new offer that I am currently offering to you on my website, dawnwilliamstarot.com, should you be interested in going into more details as to what that offer is about. But we're going to be pulling a card for the energies as to what you're working with, what animal is working with you at this time. And then I'm going to pull some cards from tarot, and I'm going to try to keep this as quick and as fast as I can get the information out to you, okay? Because I realize that your time is valuable. And so with that, I'm going to pull myself off camera and just get started on your reading. I will be back at the end. Okay, so Gemini, I've already shuffled your cards. I've done all that. I've done some meditation, and now I'm just going to pull your first card. Oh, and you have your cat. You're working with your cats. So, cats are domesticated. They don't all have to be domesticated, but they have been domesticated and they are very independent little beings. So, if you own a cat, you probably are very familiar with their quirky characteristics. The fact that they sleep a lot, the fact that they absolutely love nighttime, right? They're usually awake at night when we're trying to sleep. The other thing about cats is that cats are very unpredictable, but they are very independent and they're very mysterious in their ways. The thing about them is that cat people are highly selective about the people that they bring into their lives. And that's the way cats are as well. So cats as a totem bring psychic gifts and creativity. And they're also about, they have constant communication with spirit. If you've ever noticed, sometimes you'll be watching a cat and a cat will be looking up into the ether, seeing things that we can't see, right? There's something they're able to see that we are not able to see with our vision. So I feel as though cats are able to see the other side. They know when there are spirits around, that type of a thing. Even though it sounds kind of silly, I do believe that they have an ability that is outside of our current range. So a lot of times people that do have cats in their lives, those cats are there to teach them a lesson. Or just to be another companion for you as well. Cat medicine also teaches you that you will be blessed with many lives and many chances throughout your life. So, in that sense, it's kind of that gift of 9 lives that cats bring to us. And also remember that, your supernatural insights will help guide you very much like they will with cat energy. So, cats are very curious, they're very confident, they're quite clever little angels if you really love cats. They're very elegant, they're affectionate, but sometimes they can be aloof and they can be stoic, right? So it just kind of really depends on their personalities and to their upbringing as to their level of affection. But the card itself says, Cats are independent, so that's the energy that they're representing. So somehow or another, you're asked to be very independent during this time. It also says you are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd, and life supports you in every way. I absolutely love that. Look at that pretty card. Look at those kitties. I love kitties. I love big kitties too. All right, so let's lay out your cards. We start off with the Seven of Wands, Page of Wands, Knight of Swords, Six of Cups, and the Justice card. Okay. So the Knight of Swords absolutely does represent Gemini energy. However, this is in your obstacles position, but you are represented here. We do have that Six of Cups and we have the Justice, Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is the energy that we are starting out with. Now, the Seven of Wands energy for me, well, first of all, sevens represent gaining confidence, building confidence, and it's also about gaining or utilizing your existing experience in some area of your life. The wands represent your inspiration, your intuition, your passions, your creativity, your motivation. And if you look at her, she has created herself in this bubble, right? Because she feels as though she needs to protect her energy. So with this Seven of Wands, this is about challenging, it's kind of challenging kind of energy because she feels like she needs to protect her space. At the same time, it's also asking you to ground and protect yourself, right? So she's doing that with this beautiful bubble of light. She's definitely grounding her body there. And then it's also about movement and growth. This is about creative innovations that you may be working on. So this could be things that you're working on for your business or working on in terms of your own personal growth. Or this could be something that you might be working on in terms of expanding your levels of expertise and skill sets for your job space, any of those types of things. She's also my card of feeling as though she is feeling a little vulnerable and to also protect your space in that way. But also, she is my card of success. So for her, I feel as though she is being recognized in some area of her life. She is gaining attention, which may also be the reason why she feels like she needs to protect her space. Because, sometimes when other people get accolades from their boss or their teammates or whatever, it can cause a level of jealousy or dissension. So just be aware that that's kind of the energy that is around you at this time. And as you progress, your next steps are definitely with this Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands for me is my card of explosive creativity. She is about, she is just full of infectious kind of positivity. She is being very playful. She's feeling very energized. She's very feeling creative. She's got all this passion exuding from her. And so, what that's really sharing with you is that your ideas right now are very fertile. It feels as though good ideas are coming to you. And if you feel as though some of those ideas may be really flooding you right now, I would say write them down so that you can capture all of that energy for yourself and you can decide what seems to work and what seems that you can put to the side for now. The other thing about the page is that she's honing a new skill of some kind, or she is also honing some kind of a new passion, something that is really motivating her because she's got all that beautiful golden energy around her as well. So this is saying that many of you are feeling very courageous, or many of you are feeling as though you want to try new things. This is sparking new interest, gifting yourselves with permission to try something different, try to, explode in terms of what dreams you may have, in terms of the things that you want to create and manifest in your life. And she's also that energy of, she just has a lot of creative ideation going on, brainstorming, and she's also a very young spark of life, right? So it's just kind of like new ideas that are just bubbling up and surfacing for you. The page is meant to be an apprentice or a new path. It can also represent messages coming to you in terms of inspiration and your creativity. Could be that you're waiting for a message of some kind that is going to kickstart your program, your progress, whatever it may be. So I do feel as though both of these cards are really speaking to one another. I do feel as though that seven is really saying you are progressing, you're making good progress, and that you're going to be starting this new path and this new direction that is really going to fuel you. Now, even though this Knight of Swords does represent Gemini energy because it is a sword energy, this is in your obstacles position. So because it is in your obstacles position, I really feel as though I need to read it like it's upside down, right? The energy is upside down here. So with that Knight upside down, normally he is running towards his dreams. So there may be a level of energy that maybe you might be feeling as though you are being, it may feel static to you, or it may feel as though you are unfocused, or maybe you're not really sure where it is that you really want to start in terms of moving forward with that Seven of Wands energy and that Page of Wands energy. Also, this can also represent a level of impatience, impatience with yourself, not giving yourself enough time to really think things through or analyze or write down your thoughts or whatever it may be that helps you progress. The other thing, because it's feeling, that this is an obstacle, it feels as though there is a need for a logical solution or like I'm stuttering, conclusion for yourself. Feeling held back, something like that is what's happening for you. It is an energy that feels as though you may be stalled or that it may be unpredictable. You're not really sure. However, just keep in mind that it is a minor arcana. It is not a major arcana. Therefore, you should be able to move forward once you have given yourself an opportunity to really look at what it is that you need to really focus on in terms of a solution. It can also represent scattered energy as well, right? Because his determination and his progression, and him being the fastest moving knight in the tarot, is really saying he's now the slowest. There's something here that needs your attention, that needs your focus in order for you to be able to move forward with confidence, right? And knowing that you're going to get to where it is that you want to go. So now your next card that's coming in is that Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is definitely coming in your strengths position. And this card for me is my nostalgic card. So you can see he's actually looking back to another time when he was younger and he had his puppy, which by the way, I am getting a puppy. I'm so excited. Her name is Luna. I can't wait to introduce you to her. And he is looking back at times in his life that are allowing him to look at those things that helped him progress, those things that were happier times, so he can tap into that energy to propel him yourself forward, right? So the other thing about the six is about persevering. It is telling you to keep moving forward. The six, of course, absolutely has to do with your relationships and your feelings, and how you feel about things. And this is, also energy tapping into your inner child or your inner self And it could be a thing where you're actually looking at some of those areas within your own life, uh, bringing that energy back in so that you can look at it again, and tap into a higher vibration of that. Some of it may be for healing work, some of it may just be to help you raise your vibration up a notch to those times when you were the happiest. Now, the last thing that this card also represents is people from your past coming in for a new visit, or a situation where it feels as though people from your past are coming in to reconnect with you. Doesn't mean that they're going to be in your life long term. It could just be that, you run into old friends, have a couple of drinks and dinner, or go to the movies, something like that. So this is kind of re-tapping into that energy within your heart space, within your old relationships, as well as really looking at those times from a really happy point of view, bringing happiness and joy back into, your current timeline. Now, your final outcome card here is the Justice card. The Justice card for me is my card of truth and integrity, being on the right path. Now, if you look at this card closely, she is holding a double-edged sword, right? She also, in her her essence that is here on the physical plane, meaning herself is got her eyes closed, right? But her subconscious is awake. So for me, this is an awakening type of an energy for you. You've got one of her lamps that is dark, which is she's doing shadow work here. And she's got one of her lamps, which is lit, so she's bringing her shadow into the light. So she's actually doing some very deep work with this Justice card. The other thing about this Justice card is that it does represent karmic justice. It also represents our legal process. So be aware that that energy is around you. If you are currently in a situation where you have to go before a judge, or you have to go before an arbiter, or you have to go between, to somebody that is going to be making decisions for an outcome for you, I do feel as though it is going to be positive outcome. And then lastly, the thing that I want to bring up about the justice is this cause and effect, as well as coming from truth and integrity. It is real important at this time that you are very careful with your words, because your words uh, carry heavy weight, as well as it can hurt and harm people, but at the same time, it can also bring a lot of love, joy, and healing to people. But it all depends upon your intention, right? Overall, I feel as though, your energy here is looking really, really pretty good. I'm going to pull myself back onto the camera. Let's see. Very good. And that's pretty much what I've got for you during this time. So, kind of as a quick recap, you do have that cat as your totem working with you at this time. If you don't have a cat, just be observant and see if any cats catch your attention. I feel as though they're bringing messages for you in some way, but it's also really tapping into your own independence, your own qualities and abilities to be a good healer. It's also letting you know that some successes are going to come. Protect your space. New opportunities for joy, new opportunities for inspiration, new opportunities for creativity are coming in. Also, be aware that there is something that you have not been able to solidify or complete, that is kind of holding you back at this time. I do feel as though with that night, it and being in your obstacles position, that there's something that you still need to work on and finalize before you can progress forward. But yet, you're still going to have some fun. You're going to have some nostalgia things coming in with that Six of Cups. And then with that Justice card, it's just really saying that you are on your right path. You are definitely walking your true north, doing the things that you need to do. So overall, it looks really pretty good for you. I really think that this energy is going to help you. And I hope you have found some nuggets here that you can utilize as you progress on your path. And until next time, take very good care of you. Thank you so much for watching.